that position, would you want to be in that relationship?
I personally cannot have attraction to someone that looks up at me and doesn't look straight at me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need to have someone that's on the same level as me or within the same ballpark intellectually.
Can you be with someone that's higher than you and you're looking up at them? That makes more money than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's look at the other way. Can you be with a woman that makes more money than you, that tells you what to do, you're following her lead, and you're the one in the backseat? Can you be with that?
I think the silence says it all.
No,
you got to think about it. It's a really think kind of question, because I am not doing that. I'm sorry, that is not the relationship I want to have at all.
No.
I do not. The relationship I'm in now, there's a potential that at some point my girl will make more money than me, right? And then based on our communication and how we go about it, right, I'll be more willing and open to seeing what it is. But that's not really the relationship that I kind of desire. But it's not necessarily just about money. It depends on what the money attracts, how you start to change when you have the money. You know what I'm saying? Because when people get money, guess what? Their character changes. You know what I'm saying? Either they change their habits. If they're disciplined, maybe they'll start get less disciplined. Maybe they get too comfortable. Little things like that is what's really going to make an impact in a relationship. I feel very comfortable knowing that I'm the breadwinner. I'm leading. I know where we're going. I have a lot of the answers, and I want my woman to support me, and I want to support her in her endeavors as well. I don't want to restrict her. I don't want to control her, right? I want her to be open with me, but like, I don't want her to be over me, and I want her to know that she's with me, that I'm the one driving. I am the one in control, and I'm not trying to control her, but I'm trying to take control of situations. You understand the difference between that?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like,
so you want her to be the nurturer, and you basically want to be
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's the way I see my relationship as right now. That's the way I'd like to keep our relationship. And if I were to ever get out of this relationship and pursue a new one, that's the same exact relationship
I like to would tell you that is an agreeable like position to have, but a third wave feminist would be like, oh, fuck you, like, you think that you're above women.
And I'm assuming that the third wave feminist would also be comfortable with their man looking up at them instead of them looking down at their men.
But the thing is, like, now this is where Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate have a point. It's like they make a point to women. It's like, but you don't want to have a man like that.
Yes.
You as a woman, most women are hardwired.
As a first feminist, they would prefer men like that. But a third wave feminist would not prefer men like that at all.
Or
am I right at that, or like, no?
So you are partially correct, but they're kind of also in denial, because from the videos that I've seen is like they basically ask, like they would ask a lot of women that sort of hold the views of third wave feminists, and they'd be like, oh, you know, he has to pay the, like, I want to make money, but he has to pay the bills. He has to like, he has to be the big breadwinner of the house, and he has to spend his money, and he has to take me out, and he has to be the protector. He has to be and they come up with all this. It's like, wait a second, you want him to have all the responsibility, correct? Yes. So that basically means that you want him to be in control of the situations, correct? Because that's what it sounds like. It's like, no. But you just said, and they were like, okay, yes. Like, okay, so by definition, you want a man that is in control of most things, is in control of everything, because you want to be.
Is that a relationship you guys would want to be in, where you guys are in control, you guys are the one leading, and your woman is looking up above you? Because before you said you want equal. When I mean looking above, bro, I mean like, bro, like we have kids, and this is how far I think into my relationship is, like, we have kids, right? And basically, like, maybe we disagree on something or whatever. At the end of the day, I put my foot down, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening at that moment in front of the kids. And then behind closed doors, we can talk about whatever. But there's a certain level of respect that needs to be had in front of my kids and in front of people. And she needs to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is definitely a control thing. It's definitely a, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, where a woman looks up towards you. You know what I'm saying? Not all females are going to agree with that, and I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want to be with a certain female. I know what I want. Like, I have standards just as much as females should have standards as well.
I think that's just common courtesy, where you don't want to be disrespected. You know?
Exactly. But how do you guys see that, or how do you guys see a relationship you want to be in?
I mean, the one I'm in with right now, I mean, she's not looking up at me. We're in equal, but like in certain situations, like
when it comes to money, who's making more money right now?
Me.
Okay. Yeah. So would you feel more comfortable if she's making? Would you feel a little uncomfortable if she's making more money than you? I personally could say if my girl's making more money than me, I would start to feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that is an insecure thing or whatever, and I can admit to that.
It could be taken like that.
You know,
that's the thing.
but and then I would have to deconstruct it further in the relationship. How do you feel, Si?
I'm just absorbing it.
You absorbing? All right, deal.
I think, I mean, I don't mind, right? But I mean, because at the end of the day, if it's in like a household, the house wins, right? You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, it's gonna hurt the male fragility, if you want to call it.
Okay,
that.
yeah.
It is gonna hurt
The male
a little
ego,
bit.
the pride.
There you go, the ego,
The pride,
It
yes.
sucks. But just even admitting that's kind of like a big thing for people to even like hear or anything like that.
Because my thing is that, like, I'll just say we had a friend, right?
Yeah.
We have a friend, and like we see that maybe like he's kind of getting taken advantage, or maybe we feel like he's getting taken advantage of. Maybe he doesn't see that he's getting taken advantage of, right? And it's okay if that's the relationship he wants to be in, right? And if he wants to be, you know, on the back pedal down, and his woman wants to look down on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's fine. That's the relationship you want. That's the relationship you've defined for yourself. It's something that you're okay with.
Can we define looking down?
Looking down,
Like who? Like
basically,
are you thinking about who
it's
gets
it's
that
like
what we have
breadwinner.
for dinner?
It's like breadwinner, yeah.
Okay,
Like
but
money. Like who's making more money? That's a good way to define looking down.
See, when you're
right?
saying that, I was actually thinking like when the woman's
Okay.
looking up, she's like looking at you for guidance or for like, let's say, what's
That too.
the next step?
That's
the next
another
step,
thing.
you know
That's
what I mean?
another thing too.
I'm not thinking monetary, but I
Okay.
mean, obviously that plays into it. But I'm thinking more like, what's the next step? You as the man, what are you gonna do next? Where are we going? What are we doing? Like, you know, what are we doing for dinner?
Yeah, I don't think it's just money. I just right now that's the first thing that pops
Gotcha.
in my head
Gotcha.
is literally just like monetary, like
Yeah.
as opposed when you're like looking up and down.
I wouldn't inherently be insecure if I was married to or in a relationship with someone that was making more money than me, but I would have to compensate in other factors
Okay,
that I
would feel more masculine.
would feel more exactly,
more
that I would feel
dominant,
more masculine.
specifically.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
Whether that would be like building shit or you know, creating, I guess, like a smart home, or I would have to compensate in other fields to make that, to basically make it okay.
You see, yeah, I can agree
makes
with that. But
sense.
you would definitely feel some type of way. We all agree that we would feel some type of way if a woman's making more money than us.
Yeah.
Or if we were in a relationship and she started to make more money than us. It would definitely hurt. I'm admitting it, bro. For sure it would hurt my pride a little bit. Cause I'm very naturally competitive. I know myself, bro. I'm super competitive and I always want to be up top, and I can be a control freak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for all the women that are with me, they should know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hiding that shit at all. Like that is who I am.
Yeah.
So it's like if you want to be with me, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. That's why I don't take relationships like lightly. Like I'm very, very constructive
in the
about
way
it,
you
methodical,
go
and yeah,
about it. Yeah, absolutely.
exactly. Yeah,
As you
exactly.
should be, honestly. Some people don't. They just want to like, oh,
They
like this
go
one
with the
time
flow.
I was with this one girl and
Talking about your friend?
no, I was with this.
You were with this
chick.
girl?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was with this girl for the wrong reasons. So I just wanted to get laid, and so I got into a relationship for that. So that's why kind of when you were talking about how you're methodical about it, now kind of picking up on that as well.